that was Jazz who handed me a post-it note from behind me on what we're about to see. Barely even got a glimpse.
Hey man, if you read Twitter, you'd think all DDR players, PMC 18's regular, like, exactly. And we do not. There's a place for everybody at every skill level in this community. So if you know somebody new, invite them to Black Flag Academy.
DDR Twitter definitely has that, like, Facebook effect, you know, the thing that's proven in studies to make every teenager feel bad, where, like, you only see other people at their best.
Uh-huh.
That got dark. We have Lena and Emcat on a new 15, an old 15, and another old 15.
A very old 15, the one we've seen a couple of times. So they will be playing Teleportation first. And I'll be honest, I was a bad competitor and never played this chart when we were preparing for this tournament. So this one's new to me.
Ooh, I played it when it appeared on GP. I don't remember it well because I've only played it once. I think I remember thinking it was a pretty sight-readable 15. Looks like 170, and Emcat has a strong score, unsurprisingly, and Lena, we've already determined that her scores are lies because she does not like to show people what she's capable of, which I think is kind of hardcore. Ways to do DDR events that are inclusive of very lowers players. I think that would be an awesome discussion for us to pick up after this event.
I agree, as a lowers enjoyer.
Yeah, also, even if I'm not a very lowers player, I'm someone who would love having those songs in tournaments. Both of them getting right in. Both of them rip that drill with no trouble.
Doing a lot of things characteristic of a 15, just some little 16 triplet bursts there, punctuated with some jumps. Good on Lena's side, a great on Emcat's side.
Emcat ahead by 20, but both players playing it very clean. I think I saw a crossover and a double step there, but maybe we'll see more of how both players like to handle both those little 16th note triplets.
I was looking at Emcat's side of the screen. I think she MFC'd that drill again.
I looked down a second at another post-it note being handed to me, like I'm at a lawyer's table or something. Yeah, there's Lena hitting the fast 16th note triplet crossovers really nicely. That's a cool thing to watch in the no-bar form. Emcat has been on a tear today.
Yes.
What's Black Flag Academy? We will go over that again between sets because we always like talking about Black Flag Academy.
It is a group for new players to kind of help with like bringing you into the DDR community and learning and growing and trying out challenges. So if you're a newer DDR player, it's something to consider. You can follow on Twitter. I don't know, maybe somebody can link like a Discord invite or some sort of something in chat. I'm sorry, I'm bad at words right now.
We have it's Emcat in chat. It is Emcat. She doesn't have much written down here for info, but I know that we have the same favorite JRPG, which is Persona 5, so I'll give you that one for free. SABER win, Akira Ishihara headshot 15, right? Yep.
Oh boy.
I really like this song. I'm not sure what to add there. It's gimmicky, the sync is weird, but somehow it is also a banger.
Hey man, at BFA you'll learn how to shake your head after getting a really good score. Yep, the gamer nod. We will teach you the gamer nod. And also that sharp exhale you get when you get a great.
you'll start as a player who like nods your head slightly when you get a great, and you will progress to being a player who sometimes does it when you get a perfect. It's a long road.
Oh gosh. All right, we got some hype for Saber Wing.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know this chart already, it's almost hard to describe all the weirdness as you go, including that stop into beginning the song on beat 2 that sometimes you just forget for no reason.
Gimmicks, stops, and then really tiring at the end, in my opinion.
A lot of just oscillating between full and half speed, especially at the ending when it does one measure of each repeatedly. There's like a gimmicky section in the 15.
Right,
yeah. It's a great chart. I think that's why it's fun to play, even though it's so weird. But the steps are actually oddly fun too. Both players tearing it up. This is a very cool, weird rhythmic section with a sudden slowdown right into a sudden stop halfway through the second repetition. Of course, both of them remember it totally fine. Weird slowdown rhythms into the fastest part of the song with some extended crossovers.
And the BPM on this chart is, I can't remember what it is, but this is fast, this ending right here. It is tiring and it is speedy.
Yeah, 316, so basically 158. But the constant speed oscillating really does not help, including like reads like that measure right there.
Because if you're not prepared for that, your body, like your center of gravity is messed up, so it's very disruptive.
Nice win for Emcat.
Excellent work, Emcat. But yeah, if you're stopping and starting a lot, it's more taxing on your body overall, so you wear out quickly, it gets your timing upset, like you need to be prepared for those kind of gimmicks in order to be able to execute it really well. And both of them executed it incredibly well.
Yeah, I mean, one miss, two misses. Again, the kind of thing where the players can handle a song just fine. We have a cheer for Emcat behind us, very well deserved. Also some grats to Emcat from the chat, from Shadow. Also an opinion that Akira Ishihara sounds bad. That one we'll have to talk about later.
We'll see you after class. All right, so we have, oh boy, fun. All right, so the list of fun we've got here for Cygnus versus Eggplant. Osaka 3.
That's the one that speeds up at the start.
Yes, jump scare 300 BPM. Trill Auf G.
I remembered. I'm just happy I remembered.
I think it's a 16, maybe?
I thought it was a 16.
Yeah, just tiring. Just tiring. Talk a piano. And then the tiebreaker is New York B, as in not as bad as it could have been because it's not New York A.
New York A sounds really cool in the second half, but it is just always way harder than you think it should be.
Oh my goodness. So that is quite the set there. Really excited to see how Osaka 3 goes. I'm sure both of the players are intimately familiar with the speed up. But if you are not, enjoy. Because
Osaka
it's very abrupt.
Has been around long enough that even people playing since Ace or before probably just have encountered it a whole bunch on their efforts to, do whatever they do in the 15 folders, lamp it, score it up, meet light 4 goals. So don't think it's going to surprise any of them, but it's one of those things where if you haven't played it recently, it can be very easy to forget a speed change or lose focus while you're focusing on timing.
Yeah, because you have to keep track of the different types, so if,
And the sudden 300 BPM at the start, you have to remind yourself of it when the song starts and while you're playing right after the intro.
I feel like everybody has a different Osaka they prefer. I like 3 the best. I can't do 2 at all. Some people love 2. It's the jumpy one. They think jumps are great. Some people think Osaka 1's the most straightforward. They really vibe with that. I think that's actually kind of what's cool about the Evolved song. It's different takes on the same song that people who appreciate different charting perspectives.
For a second, I thought that Eggplant was seriously considering reading this at 3-0. Sorry, I was just distracted by seeing that.
Little 900 BPM scare moment.
I was trying to think about it because, you know, sometimes players will memorize the speed ups in a song, but I'm like, that's the entire ending. That can't be right. Both of them reading at ×2 after all that, so 600 in the speed up, which...
And go! And then we're slow again. It is very difficult to maintain scoring when you bump that fast between a slow and a fast BPM. It is not easy to just score 300 BPM out of nowhere on command.
Yeah, and these stops, even when the players know them, like we talked about, the other danger is just getting greats because it's very easy to psych yourself out of timing on repeated stop sections.
Some quick little jump steps there. And then I think we're going to get a little bit more of a speed up here. Yep, speed up again.
Yeah, into the sort of Osaka gradually speeding up sections for the ending, if I recall. The back and forth crossovers handle one miss picked up. Eggplant is pulled ahead somewhat. There was a few measures in there before the crossover speed up where it was closer. That said, the ending of this is weird enough, especially if a player is reading what's faster than usual for them. I'm not sure if they are.
Yeah, this part is just pretty brain bendy. Looks like Eggplant struggled a little bit with the patterning.
Cygnus jumped ahead, wow. Holy cow. Okay, so Cygnus takes song 1 after, if I remember right, being behind for most of the song and making sure I didn't get myself twisted up after talking about the chart. But she definitely pulled right ahead during the section with the weird footwork. That's actually not that descriptive during that chart.
Alright, so next up we have Trill Auf G.
Yeah, added, what is it, A20? It was after Ace, which is what I remember.
Yeah. It's Taka doing more classical music.
188 at 3.25 is pretty fast. Maybe it's not, it's just fast for me.
188 is pretty fast. This is another one that I don't have a lot of knowledge of. But I think I kind of know what I expect from it. A lot of 16s first.
Yeah, it's in that box in my head of kind of high-speed 16s. They honestly do blend together a little bit if you don't play them a lot. So Eggplant looked like she had a bit of a timing advantage on the last song, but there's one section where Cygnus was able to steal a lot of points and win the song. So it would be very interesting either way here, however this goes.
Very clean MAs on both sides. Ah, there's the drill.
Nice handling of the drill. I was going to say there was a drill, but I could not remember if I was like psyching myself into thinking that or not. But nope, there are a few short drills so far. Long string of MA from both players, especially Cygnus there, who goes ahead again. She had just a run of marvelousness through the whole middle of the song. I wonder if she's keeping up her energy better on these songs than Eggplant is, and holding on even if she doesn't have the early lead.
Those up-down drills are tricky. The body positioning you have to do to be able to time them.
And she had made them all very well. It's also a little bit hard for short players.
Shout out to short players.
it's honestly true that short players watching can learn a lot from paying careful attention to form of other short players on stream.
Absolutely.
Cygnus just holds on to that 20-point lead and takes the set after about a third of the way in the song. I forgot this wasn't over because I looked up to start talking about form. Cygnus holds on to that 20-point lead and takes the set after being ahead about a third of the way through the song.
Absolutely fantastic. Big hug from both of them. We love it.